Hola, amigos and amigas. It is that time of year again. It is 9/11. It is my wedding anniversary. It is also America's one of the most tragic events that happened in America. And it's also that time of year where I talk about a kind of delicate subject. So without further ado, I got my Molo and my Colt 45 going. Let's break into it. This is going to be a sensitive subject because it is one of the most tragic events that's happened in America since God knows when. What happened at the Pentagon, what happened in that field in Pennsylvania, and then what happened to the Twin Towers. I guess here's what I want to do. I'm going to tell you where I was on 9/11. I was in grade 12 in high school, and I was just picking up my friends to go to school, and then I go pick up Ray, and Ray's like, "We're fucked, man." I'm like, "What do you mean we're fucked?" "Two planes just hit the Twin Towers." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." And then we go pick up another friend of ours. She's not my friend anymore, but that's here nor there. Pick her up, and yeah, she's saying the exact same thing. And then we go and pick up another friend, and exact same thing. Because I don't watch the news in the morning unless I'm watching cartoons or whatever. But anyways, we went to school, and yeah, they called every student down to the library and to watch the Twin Towers fall. The first tower by that time fell, and then I think it was just a little bit after, maybe it was like 9 or 10 our time, the East Coast versus Central time. The second tower fell, and we were like, those were people in that building. Real people. And it kind of dawned on me there that, what if that happened to us? I'm Canadian, so what if that happened to us? But I guess throughout the entire day, I just kind of kept my mouth shut and listened to the radio about updates, about what's going on. Like, were any people that I knew on those flights? Were there any people that I knew in those buildings? It kind of struck a chord in a way, much like it struck a chord with a lot of people that lived in those areas, who work in those areas, who those were real people, and it freaked me the hell out. I'm not going to lie, it freaked me out. I did not fathom the circumstances until I actually watched what happened. And then later on that day, the first plane that hit the tower, Twin Towers, was known. So that was an experience I never want to go through again. Being that scared, being that apprehensive, being that concerned about everything that happened on that day. What if I've said it before, or even on Facebook, you know, like when I went to that trip to Estevan, you know, the first day I was out there, there was a storm, and it was pretty bad. Like, it was like a storm here in Regina, and I was in Estevan, where there was, you know, more southern part of the province, and you know, if my family were hurt or killed in that storm, you know, the tornado warnings, pea-size hail, you name it, I would have been beside myself. I know that much. And thank God Dad and Jennifer assured me they were still okay. Thank God Mom even said the exact same thing, and it just freaked me out. It took a toll on me that week. But anyways, my next topic, I did another speech again. Like, one of my first videos that I have on this channel is me doing a speech at the World Suicide Prevention Day event, and I was talking about my friend Randy on that one there, the one that took his own life, and I decided to do something different this time around. Like, it hurts to talk about it, to tell you the truth. You know, I wanted to talk about this for a while, but finally, when Daphne Younger did what she did. By the way, that's actually for a topic as sensitive as that, I'm surprised that a lot of people liked it and actually watched the video and even gave me enough views to say I was satisfied. You know, like, YouTube's a hobby of mine. I've said that how many times in the past. I'll never stop saying it. I had to talk about CTE and head injuries associated with mental health. And if I can, I'll probably leave a link in the comments below to the actual live stream that, because I tried filming the video. Well, I had my friend Ashley film the video, and too many people kept interrupting the video, and I couldn't. There was really no purpose of posting it on YouTube. You know, and all I did was just talk about the effects of head trauma, head injuries, concussions, CTE, how it revolves around mental health, and, you know, what I've gone through. You know, like, when I was 3, I had a bad concussion that took away 3 years of my life. When I was 15, I had a real bad concussion that I was off school for almost, not a month, but it was a pretty substantial amount of time. What happened there was I was playing floor hockey, and somebody high-sticked me, and when he high-sticked me, the blade of the stick hit me in the back of the head, and I immediately went down and banged my forehead against the ground. And according to a couple people that were there, it sounded like I was snoring afterwards. Like, that was not fun. And then I had numerous concussions in the ring, like because I used to train as a professional wrestler, and my very first match in front of a live audience, I took a neck breaker and I suffered a bad concussion, and that one was the pinnacle of me putting an end to my sports career, if there was or any. Do it for fun. And that's what I do this for. Do it for fun. It's less stressful. It's not hard on your body at all. It's hard on your psyche, I'll give it that much, but it's not something that's really aggravating, but I digress. And then I suffered another concussion. Oh God, what year was that? It was either 2008 or 2013. I can't remember. Between that 5-year timeline, I had no memory of what happened. And then my mental health started going south, and then started getting into the suicidal aspect of my thoughts, and it was hard to get past. And then later on down the line there, they diagnosed me with PTSD, and later on down the road it was bipolar. It was bipolar first, then it was PTSD, then it was anxiety, depression, and then later on down the line it was a panic disorder and ADHD. Like, they thought I had ADD when I was younger, but they couldn't fully diagnose me. But there was a 4-year gap in my head where I just did not know where I was. And then later on down the road, I got hooked up with the peer support groups there, and that helped me so much. Wendy, if you're out there and you're watching this, let us know when peer support comes back, please. We love you and we miss you. But anyways, yeah. I don't know. I feel good about myself now. Like, I may be at a high right now. Like, it is my anniversary, my wedding anniversary. The only, which I'll get to in a second, but me and my wife, we've been through so many ups and downs in the last 3 years, and I'm even surprised we're still together. Whether she hasn't left me yet or whether I haven't left her yet, but we've been through so much when it came to my mental health, and I cannot extend how happy I am that she has stuck with me this long. It's been 11 years since we got married, and it's been 17 years since we first met and started dating. And I don't regret every year of it. I don't, and I never did, never will. Hopefully, never will. Here's the story about our wedding. Back in 2009 or 2010, one of the two. It was the same year that her brother passed away. Her brother passed away from lung cancer. Miss him every day. And we went to Cuba that year. And just before we left, I proposed to her. And we were living together for 6 months around that time. And, I just figured, do it. Do it. She loves me. I love her. It's not a matter of possession or a matter of convenience. It's just I felt it was the right time to pop the question. And we went to Cuba that year. And what had happened prior to that happening, I think it was like along, what month was that? Was that May? The year before there, I got into a drunk driving accident. Like a drunk driver hit me, and I screwed up my back. And I ended up suing the driver and won. So it paid for our trip to Cuba. And then I paid for our wedding bands. And while we were in Cuba, I said, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I'm going to admit that. Not the biggest mistake about our relationship, but the biggest mistake of saying, if we could right now, I would just say, let's do it. And right away she said, well, let's get married then when we get back. Oh, James, you stupid moron. Because I would have let it dragged out at least a year. I will be honest with you. I'm kind of semi-introverted, semi-outroverted. I don't like big crowds. So it was basically just a way of trying to kind of put my head in a better state. But then when I said that, I was just like, and then she's responded with, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, I don't regret saying it, but I do kind of regret even bringing it up. Jennifer, I love you, but you put me in a bind when you said that to me. All I was doing was just making conversation, and then all of a sudden, boom. Damn it. Boom. It was official. We were going to get married that year, and by September, we were trying to aim for a September 18th date because I figured that would be enough time for me to mentally prepare. And it turns out the venue that we were going to use there, they couldn't do it on the 18th, so we did it on the 11th, a week prior, which excited Jennifer quite a bit. And 7 months later, there was a metal band on my finger, and there was no turning back. And just to let you know, I always joked on my wedding day, getting married is just a lot like being in a relationship. It's just more expensive. But I digress. I had a good time. I behaved myself. We watched my dad's band play at the wedding there, and that was great to have. That was a nice wedding gift from Old School, and I really appreciate that. And it was our big wedding. It was 10 years after 9/11, and it's already been 11 years since our anniversary, but 20 years since 9/11. In a way, it was one of those things where I tried to turn a negative into a positive, and I'm happy I did that. I really am happy I did that. And Jen, if you're watching, I love you. I love you a lot. And anyways, I think I'm just going to close it off here. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 7 o'clock almost. But, today was really good. Today, I should have talked about today. Today, what was going to happen was we were going to go to a real fancy restaurant. The work that I do is through temp agencies, and at least for the meantime, with COVID and other bullshit that comes along with it, I was supposed to get a paycheck from one of the temp agencies there, and I did not get it this week. And they said probably by next week I'll get it, and that kind of made me mad because, like I said, it was my wedding anniversary and I really wanted to take my wife out to the fancy restaurant. But we did something a lot better. We got my mom over here and I made chicken wings with the cherry habanero rub. So good. So good. And yeah, we enjoyed that, and then we also enjoyed some blueberry yellow cake. The blueberries went right to the bottom, unfortunately, which sucked ass. Ass! But that's the way with cooking. Sometimes some things work, sometimes they don't. But it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed the meal. I had barbecue wings with the rub. Mom had honey garlic and Jennifer had Thai chili and plain. I think it was plain. I could be wrong. But yeah, and then we had the cake, and here we are. Today was really good. I really enjoyed it. I wish that I had my paycheck so I could take my wife out for dinner, but we ended up substituting it with home dinner instead. Who knows, maybe it was better than what it was at the fancy restaurant. Who knows? You know, like, kind of angered me a bit that I didn't get my paycheck, but you know, money is money. I can wait another week. But I guess that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. You know, I just wanted to kind of address a couple things. Tomorrow I'm mourning the loss of my dog. Back in 2013, we had to put him to sleep because he was 17 and he had started getting the doggy diabetes. It's one thing about pets is when they're gone, you really do miss them. And it's been 8 years since he's been gone. Let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 8 years, yeah, 8 years. Wherever you are, Rodney, we still love you. We still miss you. You were light on my life, kept me straight as an arrow, and I miss you. You were the puppinator. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll once I get paid, I'll do my tribute to Violent J. I know I said I was going to do it last week, but work happened. Actually, I said I was going to do it 2 weeks ago, and then work happened. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a well-rounded Saturday. And yeah, I kind of went out of character in this video too, but pretty soon the entertainment part of me will come back out. Just got to get through this weekend, and that's it. I'm really hoping for Weekly Weird News. I love those guys. I love Ricky and Elliot. They are so fucking awesome. Anyways, I'm going to cut it here. I really enjoyed myself today. I really enjoyed the time with my mother and my wife. So, until the next one, cheers.